Hey guys, welcome to Money Mindset and More. And today I have a quick question on whether a startup can share their ideas with others. If yes, then how and when they should be sharing those ideas with others. In my experience, yes, you should definitely share your ideas with others, but you can follow certain guidelines for doing that, and I can share those guidelines. But you should definitely share those ideas because you can get real feedback from your potential partner, customers, investors, stakeholders. So you should definitely consider that. Now, there are certain things you need to remember before sharing it, that you need to share with right type of people. They can be your trusted advisors, mentors, potential partners. Those can be people who can be in a very short group and you can actually share ideas with them. You can share your ideas with your potential customers. If you have product or service, you can get real-time feedback from them. You can share your ideas with potential collaborators, for example your co-founders, founders, and other complementary companies who might be beneficial for your startup. And then you can also look into a smaller focused group where you can share your idea and see if they can provide feedback on that. Also, you need to decide very carefully what stage of your startup you want to share those ideas. Whether you want to share at initial stage, or you want to share at a prototype stage, or you want to share it at a major investment stage. Every stage has its own audience, pitch, and consideration which you have to make sure you have in line. And based upon that, you decide whether your product is good in that stage to share or not. So for example, something like Instacart, DoorDash, or Uber, they might not good fit in concept stage, but they are very good in prototype stage because then you can test those apps with real-time users. So you have to decide what products, what categories you are having, and then what stage you might think it's worth sharing. But you should definitely share. Also, you need to protect your ideas using different methods. One of the most common method is non-disclosure agreement, NDAs. You should definitely sign NDAs with whether it is mentor, advisors, partners, or potential customers, and then you protect your idea and thoughts with them. You also have to be very selective with people. Not everybody who is interested in hearing your idea will be your partner or well-wisher, so you have to be very careful on that front. If you have a product which might be copyrighted, you can copyright it. You can have a trademark which can copyright it. Anything which you can patent and you think it can be commodity very soon, you should definitely get the patent before sharing it. All those things you need to consider. Now, how much expense and timeline you have in mind, you can think for yourself. Also, you have to make sure that you are not oversharing your ideas in public forums, because public forums are mostly, in my experience, they find more negative and naysayers rather than positive people who are going to encourage you or give you some feedback which might be useful for you. So no oversharing on public forums. And last one is you have to embrace constructive feedback. Many of the founders I have seen, if you share any feedback about their product or company, they will feel that we because they have developed those ideas and product, they feel that, well, how do I know, or a customer knows better than me because I have developed those product. Actually, that is fundamentally wrong. anybody who is using your product or services will be using those product or services in their own context. So if they're in customers context, your product and services are not fitting, in your employees context your vision is not fitting, that means you need to change. It's not the either way that you have to change your employees or co-founders or customers to make sure that your idea is one of the best ideas. So this is something which I have found very commonly in founders, that they stuck with their own mindset and they limit their own growth because they are not open to constructive criticisms. And I have seen personally on this front, and those companies are stuck on certain level for years to come. And if you are at very early stage, you might not even go to those stages. So very careful on these points. So yeah, so these are the points which I wanted to cover on whether you should share your ideas or not. It is definitely worth sharing your ideas. Most people don't start or share thinking that they have something very unique in the world and they don't want to share with anybody because they can copy it. That is 99% of the time is not true at all. It takes a lot of hard work, consistent sacrifices, and consistent learning to make its greatest idea successful. So if you have something, share it and build it. And please like, share, and subscribe to my channel and share any feedback if you have. Thank you very much. See you next time. Bye bye.